back to the Gilded Troll. We're playing D&D Spelljammer.
You were
This
supposed
is
to.
episode 15, Whales and Warhogs.
16.
Damn it, is it?
No, it's probably 15.
It's 15.
It's 15.
My notes say
okay.
15.
Whew, don't do that to me.
Glitter.
I have a system. A poorly organized, underutilized system.
But it's
But
your
it
system.
exists. I just saved the thumbnails as the episode note. And my guy was like, oh, the last one was 14, so the next one must be 15.
Must be.
There you go.
It's a system.
Hi, guys.
Hi, welcome back.
We're in a mood again
Welcome to
today, apparently.
Chili's.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
That was last week.
That was last week.
That was literally my opener last
We
week.
literally just started with "Hi, welcome to Chili's." We all passed out laughing.
Creatures of
Yeah.
I see.
Well, life is a circle. What did happen last week? Last week was called the Blooming Grave. You went to the leg of McLoubliette.
I went in the butt garden.
You went in the butt garden. Yeah, you
I made a
talked to
dick.
some. Yeah, you did. You did make a dick out of mud. You met
dick.
some Chwinger, gave them some worms in exchange for some charms. You met the Knights of Nibolg.
Hate it.
I like it.
Niblog? No,
Nilbog.
Nilbog.
Needlebog.
Who asked you to become initiates in order to access the butt garden, which you did by drinking the strange pinky red stream.
Butt juice.
I think only one of you had a temporary madness, which was Hideg, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, I was paralyzed.
Paralyzed
I'm trying
for a
to make
minute,
the
yeah.
Butt cheeks clap in my mind.
Oh,
Yeah.
are we cursed?
You met some not cursed. You met some starfly butterflies.
Oh yeah.
And then you went to the butt garden where you tried to extract the leaves of the bozo flower, which you need for the dragon's cure for Astral. Yeah, and you did that. You were attacked by some flowers and what's it called? A cave fisher, I believe they're called.
Yes.
Cave fisher. They're a creature normally in the Underdark, but it was up on a ledge with a little dangling filament that would stick to its prey and then pull it up to
Did you draw
attack
art
it.
of that?
I have a name.
Yeah, they look like albino scorpion crabs, but I'll find some art.
Albino scorpion crabs with a really long tongue.
Because like he sounds dope and
Crabs,
creepy.
Both arachnids.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure
I don't know
scorpions
if
are
crabs
arachnids.
count
I
as
don't know if
arachnids.
crabs are because they're crustaceans.
Yeah.
5e would
But
know.
like they're the same thing minus the tail.
Ah, but there is a crab spider.
Oh,
Sure.
I am aware of the crab spider.
Yeah.
And there are
There we go.
spider crabs.
They're spider crabs and they're also crab spiders.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
no, nature, you be
I put a link in Foundry
Oh, cool.
chat.
This is where
if
we
you wanna
came
look
up with
at.
much better
Do you wanna hover over it, Ian?
words
Yeah, I
in
got
Latin. For wow, spider crabs
That
are
thing's
awful.
terrifying.
Oh, they're neat!
Yeah, so Henry had a
Yeah.
run-in.
Its face is vaguely suggestive.
Its face reminds me of the Starship Troopers brain bug.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like almost-
And then it has the
Yeah.
bit that comes out as
Yeah.
well,
Yep.
to, like suck brains.
Just like the bits that come out.
Proboscis.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yep. Do not like. Anyway, there was one of those in the ceiling.
Van Dien's career.
That thing has
Rip.
too many appendages.
Too many appendages.
It does.
I've also been
Illegal.
told that.
What?
By whom? I feel like that's something a serial killer says to you right before they like start cutting in.
You have too many
You have
appendages.
too many, yeah.
You know.
Anyway, so now we're on
Oh,
our way
I mean,
to
anyway.
Wales.
We're whalers
Yes, so-
in outer space.
Yeah, so you finished that up, got on your ship, and then you traveled, I think, 2 days to the ruins of an old dwarven mining, like,
Outpost.
outpost. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Where you were going to meet the fleet of Xenotermination,
Xenotermination.
and their leader Flinch, who is the sort of grizzled Hadozi you've met a few times now. As they're expecting a migration of a Kindori pod to pass through any moment now, and so they're going to go off like meat hunting, and any blubber or meat you collect, he will give you 200 gold per ton.
Mm.
you collect. Your ship can store 10 tons if you spend the time harvesting that much.
I heard tongues, not tons. I was very confused for a second.
Tons.
Tongue.
No. Well, since they don't have mouths,
Yeah.
the
Not much
tongue of a
is-
Kandori might be really like expensive. Like it's a rare thing.
Mhm.
You have to make the mouth first.
Well, it's a vestigial tongue.
Oh, it's vestigial.
Yeah, it's in there. It just doesn't do anything. You know, like I was gonna say kidneys, but that's not right. Appendix. We need those.
Gallbladders technically, but gallbladders still do a little bit.
Yours did something.
Isn't that right, Tim?
Gallbladders.
Gallbladders do something.
Gallbladders
do
are not
something.
vestigial.
I feel like they're
just
approaching.
not.
They're approaching though.
They're not necessary for.
Is there a term
life.
for approaching vestigial?
You about to be vestigial? I don't know. I think gallbladders are migrating too. Like,
I mean, humans aren't evolving anymore, so
really?
pretty
I
much.
mean, eventually we'll be crabs.
Yeah.
We're losing our pinkies and we're getting taller. That's evolving.
And we're also hunching.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
hunching more. Yeah.
I don't know that any of those are evolutionary traits, though. I think those are all societal.
But we
and
will
caused by
evolve
the
to
damage that we.
compensate.
I mean, we're evolving.
Right. We will
Doesn't mean
evolve
we're-
to compensate
Right.
for those things that we do frequently. So like we have bad backs, but maybe in like a few
I don't think humans are.
Thousands.
I'm pretty sure the humans.
Space whales.
space whales. I'm going hunting. Do you have an eye patch?
Yeah.
Whatever you want, dear.
I believe Flapjack has a spare eye patch or two that you can give to
Fuck
you.
yeah, bud. I'm walking around with an eye patch.
You have disadvantage on perception.
Don't give a fuck. I look badass.
You have
I'll
no
just
depth
reckless.
perception anymore.
Wait, disadvantage on what?
Perception.
Oh,
Perception.
perception. My perception's already shit. It's not.
You have disadvantage on depth perception.
Yeah.
Good thing I'm melee.
Which would affect attacks.
Reckless.
Is that just you flipping up the eye patch?
I guess. Because of that.
No, it's closing the other eye.
Okay. Just.
Sometimes you just gotta feel it.
Putting on a second eye patch.
I pick up blind fighting.
Oh,
That's a good
okay.
fighting style.
Like Flinch's ship, like pulls up. It's one of the squid ships rather than there's the North Lloyds, which are the mine place. There are also these squid ships, and they are that kind of pinkish reddish hue, and they do have a few tentacles and the kind of the pointed hood of the squid at the back. And then as they kind of pull up alongside, and he sees that you have your two eye patches. And he's like, actually, that's really smart because the one of the main weapons of the Kandori is a blinding effect. So actually, if you all have spare eye patches, it might come in useful.
I mean,
It's like I know what I'm doing.
A broken clock is right twice a day.
So it's a mud dick. I have an image of a mud dick being a sundial and like being right. Oh, I'm done. I'm sorry.
anyway,
Like maybe the shaft is the minutes and the balls are the hour.
Yeah. Those some big balls. Fuck.
Yeah. I
Tall
mean,
balls.
sure.
Tall balls, yeah.
Tall balls. Tall balls.
High school.
He has maybe 3 or 4 ships at his disposal. They're not particularly big. They're all squid ships, which are kind of the most versatile and widely used ships, other than maybe space galleons. I didn't come up with a name. I was going to say his ship is called Priscilla for fun.
Queen of the Desert.
And yep, he has a motley crew of varying different races on board his ship. And yeah, he basically is going to give you some advice. If you're going to go for a Kandori on your own, because they're kind of like not helping you, he's going to give you information, but you're kind of on your own for this. You want to go for probably one of the older cows rather than a breeding cow or a bull. Just because they're on the smaller side and they're kind of less important to the pod. As terrible that is to our human sensibilities. Once they're no longer of like breeding age and they're not a bull, they kind of don't matter so much. So they're less likely to be defended by the group.
Okay.
Yeah, he warns you about the blinding effect that they have. They have, and instead of mouths, they absorb in sunlight and then they can eject it through their 6 eyes they have along their body. So they flash, that's how they communicate with each other. They flash like Morse code messages to each other with their eyes after they absorb sunlight in systems. Yeah, it's kind of
Space whales.
I guess
Space
there's no
whales,
sound
basically.
in space, so you can't. They can't do like whale calls.
Are these space whales capable of interstellar flight?
not as written, but I very much think they have to. What I think the way they would work is whilst they're in a pod, the group are able to move at a faster speed, like using each other's, like in a like slipstream
Got it.
with each other, but a single one on its own probably couldn't.
Got it.
How big of a group does it normally take to take down one of the older ones? Like when he goes out to do this.
Yeah, so it kind of varies, but anything between like 2 to 4 ships for a regular, like a bull, would be sensible. These things are probably 150 feet long, easily. So they're pretty big. But like anything else, they only have a certain amount of hit points. They are not hard to hit. They're not particularly dexterous creatures, and they are big. So they're easy to hit, but they, have a lot of hit points. And they have a pretty decent attack on them. They're hefty things. Yeah, so it takes, in order to, lessen the chances of losses, 2 to 4 ships per ball is a good idea. So a single ship can take down, an elderly female, but it's a challenge.
What are the weapons we have on board that we picked for the ship?
Paraballistic.
2 ballistic, and I think you have a grappling hook as well.
We do have something on the front.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you successfully hit, it basically makes the creature speed 0. We can't move out of the way. We're not going to treat it as a ship combat as such. I'm not going to ship combat and do it that way because I still haven't refined those rules and I didn't have time. But we're just going to do it as though the ship is one creature, the whale is another, and we're just going to trade off fights that each of you will take turn. And if you guys want to do individual character things on that turn, you can do that. If you want to fire off your gun, or you want to send a spell off, or you want to throw your war pick off the side of the ship and try, you can do those things. But we're just going to kind of treat it as a static. The whale is always going to be faster than you, essentially. But given the situation, she's not going to necessarily flee. So we're just going to treat it as a static battle map. You're just trading blows, basically.
Do we have a limit on our grappling hook?
I believe it was a short distance.
Yeah, again, we're not going to worry about distances
no, I
and stuff.
know. I'm just thinking, outside of those rules, just imagining in my head, would a grappling hook be able to secure this thing?
It would
to whittle it down, because it is faster than this.
Yeah, you can essentially have it so we can say there's one on the ballista that has the retractable, so you can fire a ballista in, it will retract inside her flesh and hold her like a grappling hook. Yeah.
Dope.
We can't retract,
I was gonna have
expand.
to make a case for letting me shoot every round.
But you can only hold one creature that way because you only kind of got the one bit on the front for a grapple hook.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then we can just surf. The whole ship will just surf the whale. And then we just take pot shots. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Doesn't stop her fighting back, but yeah.
That's fine. I can take a whale.
Be the whale you want to see in the world.
Right.
I'm trying!
And then you can turn into the whale!
I can't do that yet.
Yeah, what's
So
CR
that's-
arc?
They're celestials also, so
Whatever. You're a
I legitimately get
Thank you.
Plesiosaurus form next level. It's like a dino whale.
Which one's
Yeah. Yes, I don't know if you look. So the thing you're making, it's using Kendoja, which is something from the higher planes, the Bozo Leaf, which is something from the lower planes, and then the Yggdrassil, which is an elemental.
So the side planes.
Yeah, but yeah. Well, because the whole point is she can't travel into the astral plane, So in order to cure that, she needed elements from all of the planes that bound, like the material plane, to help her get her ability back again.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're at this like ruined outpost. There isn't a lot else out here. You're kind of on the edge of like there is an asteroid belt between the inner planets and the outer planets, much like we have in our solar system. We're kind of towards the edge of that. So there are a few asteroids still dotted around here, which is clearly what the mining colony was probably doing. They were like pulling rocks back here, mining, letting them go. There is a very curious kind of gas cloud cluster nearby.
Sorry.
Flinch will warn you that it's a fairly toxic environment, so if you can avoid going in there, do so. You've seen these phenomenon around as you've flown around space. You've seen them before. They're just cosmic gas clouds that appear and dissipate or form in other places. But other than that, there's not a lot of like architecture and geography out here in the depths of space. But you do see coming into view a very large pod. Consider a large pod for the amount of animals, because there's maybe 25 to 30 Kindori in this pod.
Is that a big pod?
And it's a big pod, and this is the one like Flinch will probably explain, like it's, although it seems cruel, pods when they get this big can become dangerous, so they often will whittle larger pods down to make sure that there's no trouble in the future. So it feels conservation-y without being murdery. Well, in case you're feeling bad, because it's a celestial creature, but it's it can be a hazard to themselves and others when the pods get too large. Especially if there are too many bulls and they're fighting, it can cause issues.
I feel like they can just destroy a planet if they just fucking like.
They can certainly
one.
They could fuck up Brawl if they wanted to. For sure.
Imagine a pod of these space whales just like shooting through realm space at spelljamming speeds, just like.
Oh my god!
Just fucking Holdo maneuver through a planet.
We thought it was the Xerxians, but actually.
Oh my god, it's the whales!
My god, it was them the whole time!
This is our vengeance. This is also the end of the campaign. Let's bring it to him.
This is the end.
At the approach of the pod, Flinch and his fleet begin to move off. And you see some of there seems to be like the ball seems to kind of at the front and on the external parts, whereas like the children and the cows tend to be in the internal part of the pod and towards the tail end, because some of them are a bit slower. And the Flinch basically and his crew go to like head off some of the balls and kind of cause chaos, see if they can separate individuals from the rest of the pod so they can take them down. What would you like to do?
Go for the weakest one.
I went for the
on
throat.
the external. No, not well, maybe, but
The weakest but biggest. The private pile of whales.
so like
For all you Full Metal Jacket fans. He kills himself.
Oh my god!
He does.
I think we're supposed to say unalived on the internet these days.
Unalive.
Yeah, you haven't heard that?
No.
God, you are so not from the internet.
Yeah, thank Christ.
It's surprising.
I keep
somehow.
all you in check.
Yeah, no. You get banned from some platforms for saying suicide or kill yourself.
Yeah.
So people are now calling it unalive.
And even if you don't get banned, like the algorithm doesn't like it and will like shadow, like suppress it so that no one sees the content, basically.
Yeah.
So and people say unalived now.
Thanks, big brother.
I have
Corn Star.
I
I mean,
have-
what?
Corn Star.
That's on TikTok. That's how
Oh yeah, I've seen that too.
adult performers.
Yeah.
Hadn't seen that
Anyway.
one.
Corn Star.
Yeah.
TikTok is a virus.
I actually thought about properly joining TikTok this week because work wants us to start doing it, and I'll need, as a designer, to know
God.
what the hell is going on.
It is not only a memetic virus, it is also malware.
I don't want this discussion on right now. All right, so we're going for the private pile.
Yeah.
The private
Whales.
pile.
Yes. The
What does
biggest,
that mean?
the biggest. Have you ever seen Full Metal Jacket? He's like the fat, useless soldier.
We were told to go after an old one. We want to go after elderly.
Yeah, elderly,
Right.
with a lot of
Okay.
So I was gonna
Girth.
suggest we
Uncle
let.
Ira, no.
I don't think we're
The
gonna have
other-
a problem harvesting 10 tons from this thing.
Yeah.
I was gonna suggest letting the other group go first, so we see which one they go after and how the pod reacts,
Okay.
and then we go after one of the ones that doesn't move to defend.
That's fair.
Okay. That's smart.
I like Kellen's plan.
Would it have been
Kellen's smart.
possible to find
I'm
out
smart.
from the
16-inch.
the folks at the
14.
the murder society how exactly, like, if you blind a Kandori whale, can they not flash us, like that kind of stuff?
There.
Like if specifically I were
Interest-
targeting their eyeballs.
Interesting questione.
And also
They
how
have
their eyeball flashing works, so that I can...
Yeah, they have 6 eyes and they can flash from any one to make it work. So it would be difficult to kind of completely blind a whale to suppress the ability completely.
So you would have to get 6 eyes, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean,
So
if you did something else like cast darkness
Right.
on the head, potentially that would have an effect. Or you could do other things. I don't know what. I also meant, like, I don't know. Maybe you want me to do this now, but if you had a large tarp and like wrapped it around its head, you know what I mean? Like, there are things you could potentially. Or if you had a net that was solid and just let it fly into the net and cover its head, and yeah, potentially you could suppress it. But yeah.
If we grapple onto like his butt, like then the face is never an issue.
Yeah.
Does that work?
It seems like
Everything's coming up butts the last 2 episodes.
it's all butts and dicks with you, isn't it?
No, but like, you know what I mean,
Yeah, I
right?
know what you
Like
mean.
I don't know how much flexibility these given whales
Depends
have.
on
Like, I
how
don't know if
bright,
they can...
Yeah.
Depends on how bright the flash is. If we're talking about like a sun, like actually
Yeah,
sunlight.
you're not sure. You've never seen it, but you're not sure how
Okay.
how able they would be to do that.
It's an idea. Grapple the butt. Alright, so we're watching what they're doing first.
Yeah.
Okay. So one person, and with the help of one of us you want to, can basically do either a perception or survival check to kind of figure out which one of these whales to go for. So rather than everyone pile on maybe one point person and can give help.
Okay.
How about the ranger?
I do roll like shit. I'm just putting that out there.
I can help. I'm also proficient in perception.
I too am proficient.
I still have 2 eye patches on, and I'm going R she blows and facing the wrong way.
Wait, am I getting help? Do I have advantage?
I was looking to provide the help action.
Yes, that is what because what Callan said was a good plan. I'm allowing, like, basically you are aiding in the searching for a good person. So okay, cool.
That'll
So
do.
yeah, even now as you look, you can kind of see that some of the ones that were towards the tail end of the pod already, the ones that were kind of slower, a few of those are kind of broken off on their own as is, potentially in fright of the activity going on towards the front of the pod. One in particular you do see is an older female. She seems to have seen hunters before, because even from distances you can see there's like a bit of tattered netting attached to one of her fins. There are spears sticking out of her back. There is scarring. She has clearly been hunted before. But age and time have meant that she is not able to keep up as well as she once did, and she seems to be separated by a decent distance, potentially, for you to get in and separate her from the rest of the pod completely.
Oh,
Yep.
why you gotta explain it like that? Like, I thought we were helping the population problem, and now it's like, she's seen this shit before. She's gonna die.
Yeah, that one.
This
She's
seems
just
like
a gnarly old
perfect
grandma.
opportunity.
No. She's 16.
I
Wow,
have
these
no
are very
idea.
short-lived whales.
I was gonna say, I wonder if there's anything in the. I'm gonna read the notes.
16,000.
Yeah.
Right, I was gonna say 16 millennia. I'm 16.
How long do whales live in general?
I'm looking it up. Blue whales live 80 to 90 years.
Yeah.
Wow, really? That's short? I
Better
feel
than
like
us.
bigger. I don't know. I thought they were like turtles, where they live way too long.
The only thing I know is that in general, I know it's true of mammals. I don't know if it's true of all animals.
Mhm.
Every mammal gets about 1 billion heartbeats in their lifespan.
Right.
Oh.
So tiny animals whose hearts beat really goddamn fast don't live very long.
Yeah.
But also very large animals are kind of weird. Like elephants
Yeah.
don't live an insanely long time.
The bowhead whale can potentially live up to 200 or more years old. That is.
I feel like
true.
that's changed my entire perception of life as I know
What, the 1 billion heartbeats?
it. Yeah.
You right there, Tim?
Yeah, don't worry about that anxiety. by the
Are you
way.
just counting down to 0?
It's more like I don't know if it holds up. And honestly, I don't know. But if it feels like we're given like here's a battery, run out of the battery,
I mean, you're not.
Here's the
wrong.
thing.
and it's
We've
consistent
gotten-
as well. Like it's like it just feels. It feels intelligent, designy, and I hate it.
Here's the thing, though. Technology has gotten so good that we have, what are they called? They're pacemakers that don't beat. They're just a continuous flow
pump,
of
yeah.
blood. Like,
Yeah.
we have the technology. You're going to be, like, half cyborg. You're gonna be
Well, it
fine.
wasn't for my own sake. It was more my sense of understanding the universe has now been altered somehow.
Yeah.
I mean, there are also potentially immortal, like deep sea creatures that we just haven't.
Yeah.
there
Bunch
are
of, like-
jellyfish that
yeah.
are capable of just reverting to sexual adolescence.
Ew.
Like they just revert to child
Oh,
and then they
that's
go through life
so
again.
Weird. No.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wouldn't want to be an adolescent.
I'd go
There's
through
that guy
puberty
that's
and
trying to do
then
it,
realize
isn't he? The guy that's like 48 who's trying to get himself back to being an 18-year-old.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
God, that's weird.
Yeah, he's spending like $2 million a month trying to like get his biological age down to 18.
Well, good luck fixing your fucking telomeres.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Don't know what that means.
Thanks.
What a time to resub.
Thanks, Louis.
How you doing, babe?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just started raining. Oh man.
New band name: Jellyfish Sexual Adolescence. I think Sexual Adolescence would be the album name.
Right.
The album, yeah,
By
for sure.
Jellyfish.
By immortal jellyfish.
Immortal
Yeah.
Jellyfish.
Oh, it's so
man.
good.
Oh no! Wait, can we like get into like making merch again and like that'll be
Immortal
like a Space
jellyfish,
Jammer
sexual adolescent,
T-shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ace Jammer?
I love it.
You wanna
Space
write-
Jammer.
You want to write it down?
Yeah, I'll write it down. Fuck. That's gold, Jimmy. Gold.
God.
I'll
We owe you
commission a
no
preview.
royalties for this
Well,
idea. TM.
Thanks for that, Switchblade.
Yeah, thank you. You loyal.
Stay.
Uh,
Please stay.
Or not desperate. You're
I
desperate.
need more band names.
Oh my god. Sexual.
With a 27 perception, the other curious thing that you do notice is that a lot of other fauna seem to have come along with the pod. Kindori, though they don't need to breed themselves, are large enough to provide an air envelope. So a lot of other creatures travel along with them, especially to move from system to systems. They can kind of slipstream with them. So there's quite often a lot of other fish. There seem to be some larger predatory fish, like that look like space sharks, not necessarily the ones you've experienced before with wings, but there do seem to be a few more predatory animals in this group. So like further back, kind of keeping an eye, because especially now that like blood is up in terms of fight is going on, they're kind of swarming a little bit, waiting for first blood to be made. But there do seem to be swarms of other creatures kind of tied in with this pod.
Are there space sharks?
There are space sharks.
Do you
They are
guys
called
wanna capture a-
scavets.
You guys want to capture one?
Does
Tame
it look like this?
Probably.
Oh my god, could you imagine if it was a zombie space shark? Oh my god.
Do we actually want to do anything about it? I feel like whales are priority number one.
Whale's priority.
But if we have time.
Do we have a
Gotta get that
plan
Spinal Tap.
to deal with the blindness?
No.
No. Grapple, like what if we're grappled, probably the safest.
Yeah, I say grapple from somewhere near the back, and
I was-
maybe you'll
I would.
avoid
So
some of that.
if that's our plan, then I'm going to pull out the Fortune's Flower
What's that do?
augury.
Augury.
Oh.
Mm.
I was gonna say the
Mm.
belly would be better because there's no tail there.
Because I mean, this only lasts for a week, and so
Yeah.
I figure this would be a good time to use it.
I mean, do you think whales will like
Whip us?
try to tail slam us?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
So
like their one attack.
Mm-hmm. Belly or the top is generally. It's just like
Riding
just
on-
like fighter jets. You wanna-
Well, we should go for the top because we need spinal fluid.
That's true.
Okay.
So
Okay,
grapple
so you're
onto.
going to do augury.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
dorsal?
The dorsal surface, yeah.
Yes, I know words. Fancy Latin words.
I know words.
This is my dorsal.
This is my gun. This is
Specific
for
course
fighting.
of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. So yeah, if we are we the dorsal area, are we grappling on the top?
That sounds like a plan.
And then shoot bang.
If we attempt to position our ship behind the dorsal fin on this whale, would it avoid the blinding eyes?
Are all 6 of their eyes like just immediately in the front of their head?
No, they're all along the sides like a regular whale.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a
Yeah,
regular
well-
whale's 6 eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can
Well,
see in the
that
artwork
works.
where the eyes are on the
Yeah.
landing page. You can see the 3
Right.
eyes.
If there's a
Okay.
spider crab and there's a crab spider, do you think there's a spider whale and a whale spider?
Doubtful.
That's unfortunate.
This is not a topic I want to explore.
How about a whale crab
Um,
and a crab whale?
That's called a
Okay,
coconut crab. They're humongous.
Oh my god, they're so
Oh, I
cute.
hate them.
Whale crab?
They make me feel sick.
They're so
I hate them.
They're like 4 feet long.
I'm gonna not like this.
They're the size of a trash can.
All right.
Okay, so you peel so as you cast a spell through the petals of the flower kind of separate from the main body of the flower and kind of fall. I'm assuming you have a bowl or something underneath, and as they do, runes flash and appear, and they flip up and down and they land on the table. And I think you get wheel and woe.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm not dying today.
I was really hoping it would be like a he loves me not kind of scenario. Given the binary and
Good, bad, good,
Oh,
bad.
shit. That would have been better. You're right. That's why you're a better GM than me.
Stop it. Shut your whore mouth.
Yeah, so you get a mixed. So rather than a mix, it is a good and a bad result.
Okay.
Good for some reasons, bad for other reasons, I'm assuming. I can't think of a better plan, though, so...
Yeah.
That's fine.
It at least told us it won't go horribly.
And then I have a logistics question. What's our time frame after this?
In regards to
The race and shit.
Yeah,
Right.
having
Nice
to,
and the-
Fine.
like, is there going to be a chance to get a long rest between here and the race?
so today is the 15th.
Mhm.
The day of the race is the 20th,
Okay.
No,
and it
Okay,
will
cool.
take 5 days. So you can get in a long rest if you relax, but you're going to have to go immediately after today to get there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine by me.
I was just
Okay.
debating on resource use and
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's kind of up to you. If you stick around here for ages, then you probably won't, but you can, yeah,
You
it's
know,
up to you.
I don't have any reason to stick around after we're done.
And then, so yeah, your deadline for the dragon is the 23rd. The race is on the 20th, and today is the 15th. But it only takes you a couple of hours to get to Phoenix Station from Brawl because they're relatively close.
Okay. Hey.
Fine.
Alright.
Okay.
Let's fucking do it.
I guess let's move into some form of combat, but I haven't set up a combat for this. Yeah, what did you do? I'm gonna smack a Kindori token. Do I have a Kindori token? I bet I don't. I bet it was stupid. I don't. I'll pull one in, 1 sec.
Okay.
Whale.
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 I need more
Damn,
like
it's so hard.
band idea names. Like I want to
Wow.
create an entire like Spelljammer t-shirt, like band t-shirt
Oh,
line now.
like Warp Tour, but
Yeah.
Like music festival, sort of.
Right.
Yeah. And then we'll have like the retro stuff that Tim put on stream is like how it looks.
Warp Speed Tour.
Warp speed. Oh, that's good.
It's not that good.
That's pretty good. I like it.
So we have
Because we find out like warp speed is like copyrighted, and we owe Goldenberry royalties.
Fucking get at me, bro.
No, don't threaten them. What?
We have 9 people watching. I don't think I have to fear anything.
True. Mortal jellyfish.
We're all jellyfish.
Why did you not
Space
Oh,
whales.
there you are. Okay.
Or someone in the space whales.
Hey. So you have your hit points, which is great. Okay, we're gonna just
Space whales?
Timmy C.
do it in here. Do it in the landing page.
Flapjack and the space whales.
Flapjack and the space whales.
That's a good one. Yeah.
That's a good one. Very good one. Like Hootie and the Blowfish.
Yeah. Yep. Yes.
Yep. Cool. Okay, so yeah, so as you get close, you can also see that as you get much closer, you can see that there is like vegetation growing on her, not much like mosses and like small plants. Like she clearly has lived an old age, and things just attach and grow. And according to the notes, the older they get, the more they have. So that's how you can tell how old they are, as the amount of vegetation on them. I'm going to close my window because it's really making fucking noise with that.
And
I haven't seen rain like this in months. It's amazing.
I'm trying to think of something like the.
Just the nilbugs.
No, but I want it to be like the nice you say knee, but like in that format
I feel
for
like
the
there's something you
nilbogs.
could do with like King
But
Gizzard
Butt
and
Garden.
Wizard, but with Butt Garden is good. Like
Butt garden.
like sound right, like Soundgarden.
Like
Oh my
Soundgarden.
god, that's
Their-
good shit.
and their lead song is Black Hole
Black hole dick.
Starfish.
Dick hole butt.
Dick hole son.
Won't you count?
Okay. Let's move into this combat. Let's roll some initiative in the landing page.
Hey!
Roll for my Kindori.
Thank you.
Thanks, Switchblade. I'm gonna use it on this.
Damn it.
Oh man, now I wish I had a name close to Gift.
Who's
Well,
Oh, we're doing the initiative thing? Is that?
Are we doing the initiative thing?
I can hit the button from inside Foundry because I have all the stuff in Foundry.
I'm actually just gonna show people how pretty our layout is in Foundry.
There's
because
also just like a whale on top of the whales now.
whale.
Tim did such a good job. Look how pretty it
I
is.
rolled awful.
Just update you slightly.
And by awful, I mean I forgot I had no modifier.
And you have a higher mod than the welders, and they tied with you on it.
Yeah.
So, music? Do we want music?
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's that thing with the sirens in the background and shit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're not monetizing this one.
I'm so excited for
Oh
the
no!
stupid band
My
t-shirt
7
idea.
cents in ad money.
Oh no.
Oh no!
How else will you afford 1/18 of a ice cream sandwich? That seems like a way too great sum.
Okay. So yeah, just finding that, but not going to worry about distances or speeds. This is basically just like over the course of a minute, basically what you guys are doing with this whale. So Quelin, you're kind of up first. I'm going to say basically you can take your own actions. You can also decide what you want to do with the ship, if you want to try grappling or shooting ballistae. So you can kind of take a ship action and your own action, whatever you want to do on your turn.
Well, I think the plan was to attempt to grapple.
Yep.
Well,
Okay.
Fire the
and
grappling gun.
How long were the turns around? Like, would it be beneficial to attempt to cast a spell that has a duration of, say, a minute?
Is that the casting time or the duration?
Duration.
Time?
Like, if I was to attempt to fairy fire the whale.
Sure. Yeah, it's kind of, I'm fucking with time, but basically we'll allow Fairy Fire to act as normal. It's just that the rounds are nebulous. It's not like you're going 6 seconds to 6 seconds, but if you cast spell lasts a minute, I'll let it continue for the course of the encounter.
I was thinking about slow, but I'm not gonna get my 3rd level spell slots back before the race. So
you can long rest.
No, it's 5 days away.
Yeah,
that's
it.
only
Yeah,
for
we
the
could-
last.
So if you do a relaxation week,
Yeah.
you can
Right.
you can do it.
I mean,
figure out if
I'm planning on throwing dex saves at it, so if you can slow it.
I don't remember it if I... Did I ever
Well,
give
I'm
you
gonna
the stuff for
attempt-
the grapple hook?
I don't know that you did.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out what the rules are. Nervous laughter. I think I have it. Spelljammer Academy.
It's alright, whenever you like look for stuff and we need to vamp, I'm just gonna come up with more band names.
Yeah. So what do we have so far?
We have Warp, so it's the Warp Speed Tour, Immortal Jellyfish, Flapjack and the Space Whales,
That might be my favorite thus far.
Butt Garden.
Okay, never mind.
And I currently have the Goblins to St. Neil Bog, but that's a work in progress.
Yeah. What are other?
What are other
apparently 90s
bands?
bands? We've got
Okay,
White
so
Melon. Oh, we're
the
back.
grapple hook is +7 to hit, and then they're grappled. But the DC is only 10 plus your proficiency bonus to get out of it, so it's a low DC.
Okay.
Because these are
So-
heavy objects, just attached by a rope or a chain at this point, so it's not hard to break out of it. But they do waste, a turn getting out of a grapple.
So +7 to hit.
Yep.
20.
Yeah, that is sufficient.
So we're going for its back, right behind where the dorsal fin is.
Sure. Yeah, so you fire this thing and it buries itself in maybe 12 inches deep into this creature's flesh, and you feel the pull as the whatever the thing is tightens between you and the whale, and you feel that taut, and then the ship jolts as you then find an equilibrium between your two speeds. But yeah, essentially, although you're still moving, the whale is considered at 0 because she isn't going anywhere compared to you.
I assumed it was like the butterflies grappling us. Like technically
Cool.
we're grappled, but we're bigger than they are and can still move. They just move with us.
Yeah, we could do that. That's fine. That's fine.
And
Anything
then I'm
else you
going
would like
to throw a slow at it.
Okay.
Wisdom saving
15.
throw.
I hope it's got -5 wisdom.
It does not. It's actually its second highest stat.
Oh no.
Still fail.
Yes.
Let's see what slow does.
-2
minus-
AC, -2 dex saves, can't make
Half
more than
speed.
one attack. Half speed. I think that's it.
So just, I think the only, okay.
Oh, and
so-
if it tries to cast a spell, it has to roll a d20, and there's a 50% chance that it doesn't get to cast it until its next turn. Right,
You
Denova?
can use either an action or a bonus action on its turn. Not
Okay,
both.
that's fine. Okay, cool. I have a suspected spam call coming in on my phone.
Oh.
Hmm.
You should answer it on stream.
No,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Put on speaker.
Nap. Okay, is that your turn? All done?
Yeah, that'll be it.
Okay. Hideg. So you have like a ship's action that you can do, so you can fire the ballistae, and you also have your own stuff that you can do if you wish to.
Fire the ballistae. How much damage does the
Okay.
ballistae do?
3d10.
Yeah, it is 3d10.
Okay.
Where are the ballistae?
This,
Plus 6 to hit, 3d10.
+6 to hit. So
Yeah.
I'll just do +6.
Extra mod might do it.
Yeah, that hits, so you can go home on your 3d10.
Cool. 3d10. Wee!
Damn.
21. Okay.
21.
21.
Very nice. Yeah, so your bolt finds its mark. The whale probably would scream if it had a mouth, but it doesn't.
Oh.
I
She's
have
kind of
Wow.
lashes
That's
free.
what I needed.
My god.
We are whale hunting, when
I'm unperturbed. What about you guys?
All right.
Anything you would like to do, Hideg, as a character?
No. Put down
Okay.
both my eye patches after my turn is done. Just in case.
All right, Henry.
Yeah. I think I am better up. Well, we don't know its AC yet, do we?
Oh, I think I was supposed to have the whale go in between each of these turns.
You can take your turn now.
Yeah.
That
It's not too late.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I was supposed to do that. I'm a dumb asshole.
Wow.
No, you're not, babe.
No, tell you what, you guys can get a round off, and then it will you guys get a round off, and then it will loop in
'Cause we chose
every
a
other.
slow
Because you chose a slow one. Yep.
and it is now slower.
Yes. It's fine.
So if I sharpshooter, that's way better.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the plus 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now she has an AC of 9, so.
Oh my.
Yeah,
God.
I think I'm gonna. Yeah.
What's your mod with sharpshooter?
Plus 2. Wait, to hit?
Oh, plus 4.
Plus 5.
You have a plus 10 to hit.
Yeah, archery.
Fucking.
Plus 1 weapon.
Yeah, plus
you
one
do have a
weapon.
plus 1 weapon.
Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna sharpshooter both of these.
Okay. Both hit, so 13.
Wait.
No, those. Oh my god.
Yeah,
one of
neither
them
those
hits.
were sharpshooter hits.
Those were. I did not hit sharpshooter, so the first one misses because
Yeah.
Oh.
First one's a 7.
That's rough, buddy.
Do you have luck or anything?
But the second one's a 9.
Second one's a 9.
Okay, so I've done that damage.
So that's
Yeah.
25, and I'm gonna do an additional.
Plus another. I have to add the extra 10 on
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sharpshooter. Okay.
And I'm gonna mark it as a favorite throw. Of course, it's a 1. Told you I roll like shit.
Nailing it.
I'm sorry, Boo Boo.
That's
This is-
You still did 26
It's
damage,
still
which is far and away better
more
than
damage.
3d10.
Yeah.
Do you wish to take a ship action?
Ballista.
I guess ballista. Yeah.
Bang.
Okay. Yep.
Sorry. What is the attack roll?
Plus
for that?
plus 6 to hit for 3d10 damage.
6. Yep.
Yep.
Whoever this violin music is in the background
17.
slaps.
This is the Melania, whatever her name is.
Got it. Fucking slaps.
I'm just gonna do ship.
It does slap. I actually like this one, I think, more for this
Mhm.
particular.
Oh god, how do you map
I'll put it on repeat.
properly?
Ark, sheep knows.
I should probably know that.
Yeah, it's a bit more pirating.
Yeah.
Oh, and this isn't Melania. This is actually, I think this one is called, this one was originally, I think, called Pirate Fight.
Firefight.
But it was only like 3 minutes long, and I turned it into a 20-minute long loop.
Need more.
Okay, all done for you, Henry?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 5e.
I would like to call lightning.
Oh god, this poor thing.
Okay.
It's
That
five.
deck save for me.
Yeah, it's a deck save. Consume
You have
spell slot.
-2.
You have -2 to your deck
Consume
saves.
Prilosec.
Okay, wait a minute. -2. What's your DC?
15.
Okay. I was going to cheer, but there's literally no point. That'll be a 7.
What the hell is this thing's dex?
Its dex was -2, and then you add another -2. I was like, and your DC is 15, so I was like, I had to get like a nat 20 for it to succeed. It's like there's no point wasting the shit on that. It's another 15 points of lightning damage.
And then I
Okay.
guess some ballista,
Yep.
which I just added to my character sheet real quick. Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
Yeah, it doesn't hit. Thank God I can
It's like a
actually
me
stay
roll.
alive.
In fact, that is a reroll. We both rolled 2s.
Oh god, babes.
Okay. I guess her turn.
Don't worry, more lightning is coming.
So she is going to. Yeah. So for the moment, she can only do one or the other, right? That's fine, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the way you are right now, with the way you've grappled and kind of on top and behind, you have made yourself seemingly safe from the tail attack that she has.
Uh-huh.
But she can twist her head backwards to flash her eyes. So she is going to, like, you see, like big, like you know the flat, what are they called? The floodlights you get at like football stadiums, like immediately just come on. And Hideg, I guess, as soon as you put your little eye patches down, you don't have to roll. But everyone else, please roll a wisdom saving throw against
Everyone says
a
it's
blinding
dumb.
effect.
But I'm not!
It is a 120-foot cone.
Oh god.
Fuck you with save 25. Woo! Whoa!
21.
Anyone?
Okay. Yeah, you all fucking
18,
succeed.
19 on the dice.
I would have failed.
You
if-
would. Because you have yet
Anyway.
to pump your whiz. I think that's level 8.
Yeah, that's the
Yep. So, Callan, your turn.
Okay.
Ah!
Does Quelin have anything good for player actions? Likely
Vicious
not.
mocker.
Pistol.
I don't even have that.
Sacred Flame's a deck save.
It is.
You said pistol, so-
So yeah, well, we'll go ahead and Sacred Flame it.
X save, yeah.
Deck save versus 6 damage.
Okay, it fails, so it'll take the 6 damage. Weird, it doesn't have any resistance to radiant damage since it's celestial, but sure.
I was worried about that.
I think you
has no
literally need
resistances.
to be an angel to have radiant resistance. Like, that's the only creatures that
You're
have
saying
it.
that whales aren't angelic?
Yes.
Do we need to take our actions to reload the ballista? Or is that
No,
something
this is
that
why
we're
I'm
just-
saying time is fairly nebulous because even you on your own can't fire a ballista, but you have Whiz Pop on board and 2 of you can kind of stand. What I'm saying this is like it's a ship action
Okay.
to kind of get the ballista ready and fire, but just because I don't want one person to just constantly do that and no one else do anything, I'm just letting you each roll a ship action each round.
Okay, we're gonna fire a ballista.
Come on, fail. Yeah, fine. Let's just do that. Okay, now it's her turn. She's gonna try to break
Oh,
the
she could have made a
grapple.
wisdom saving throw at the end of her last turn.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Against the
let's do
slow.
that. 9.
No.
So she's gonna take her full action to break the grapple, which I'm assuming is a strength. Where's the strength check? Yeah.
13.
26.
bit,
So
yeah.
she's no longer grappled.
Oh no.
But that was her turn. I guess now she needs to do another wisdom save against the slow. 22, she got that 20. She's
Yeah.
no longer slowed.
What a
Damn.
bitch.
Okay, Hideg.
Ballista.
Just jump on the whale.
I mean, it's not a. They have an air envelope.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
I want to jump on it. Fire the ballista and then jump on it.
Okay.
Tie yourself to the ballista bolt so that when it impacts.
The only thing is right now is she's no longer grappled.
Right.
So she may actually be 100 feet away from this place because the distances are while you were grappled, yeah, we could have said that you could have pulled her in, but right now she's no longer grappled, so I don't think you have an opportunity
You
to
could
jump
try to
on
pull
her.
her in and then jump on her.
Wait,
But she's
try to
no
pull it.
longer
the
grappled.
grapple.
So you
Oh,
can't-
grapple it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah?
it, I do that.
Okay, so +7 to hit.
So roll 1d20 plus 7.
Yeah, that'll do it. So she's re-grappled.
Let's just double her AC or whatever.
And the only thing you're going to have to do this turn is, I'll let you jump onto.
And then I
onto-
zip line down the.
Yeah,
grappling
yeah,
thing.
you can do that.
Yeah, using the.
There's
the
a certain
warhead.
point where gravity
Yeah.
no longer has an effect. It's a bit weird. But
Whee!
momentum
But
just
yeah.
keeps kind of floating.
Does she
Um,
have a gravity plane?
Yeah, probably. Oh yeah, she has her own gravity plane, so it will be her core, so you can walk 360 around her without
Okay.
there ever being an issue. You're not going to flip. It's her inner core is the
It's a
plane of gravity.
cylindrical gravity.
Yeah,
So.
and a spherical ecliptical. So I guess.
Elliptical?
No,
Oh, because the sphere has the 2 ends to it, whereas this is like a curve that follows her shape.
it's like
So
a
it would round at the
cone.
end. So it would
Yeah,
be a
Ellipsoid.
stretched sphere.
It's an ellipsoid.
Got it.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
So is it
Um,
my action to warp pick
I-
zip line down this thing?
I think so. I think that would be all you can kind of get away with because it's probably more than your movement and the danger of going in. Yeah, so your whole action is getting onto her this round. You're kind
Okay.
of done at this point.
So where did the grappling hook find purchase then?
Wherever you wanted it to.
All right, near the top of her head. I want to be
Okay.
in between the eyeballs to avoid
Okay.
up
Sure.
near there. All right, cool.
And you're just
Just
holding
so
on to
you're
a
a-
hole.
Just so you're aware, that is the exact area you need to get to later.
Oh,
So if that's where you want it, you may cause some damage to the thing you're looking for.
Yeah, don't do that.
Just making you aware.
oh.
It's the point where the head would meet the spine is the exact point you need access to. So if that's kind of where you're
Got
aiming
it.
for.
All right, so
to get the
we're a
thing.
little off that.
Yeah.
then.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm done.
Okay. So you are on this Kindori.
I got it.
All right. It is her turn again. I guess she's grappled, but
Again.
she's no longer slowed.
No,
Right.
understood.
Okay, so she is going to. Yeah, I think she's gonna do a tail attack against the ship.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah. 14 does not beat your AC. So although she collides, she doesn't seem to be able to do any damage, given that she is grappled.
In my head.
And I think that is her turn right now. I think it's her done. So Henry,
Inception noises.
Bang!
bing bing.
Bang bang.
Just bang.
Yeah, I'm gonna do sharpshooter again.
You gonna do it again?
You wanna do it again?
Gonna do it again.
One more game.
Bang.
With double favorite foe damage.
With double favorite foe.
Also, what does the thing on your gun say?
Does an extra 5 damage. Each creature of your choice within 5 feet of the target.
Okay,
takes,
I was just checking that of your choice because right now Hideg is within
Yeah.
5 feet of that creature.
so an additional 5 radiant.
Okay, so 27.
Plus 2d4. Well, of course. Plus 2d4 because of the double.
I mean, that's certainly better than 3d10.
Yeah.
That's a good chunk. That's
Yep.
a good hit.
Let's do it again.
Yes, and so the next attack.
This has not been as challenging as I thought it would be.
That's fine. It's a giant target. How could I miss? He said after missing already once.
Kick favorite foe once per turn.
Favored foe. Ooh, that's a good question. Yes. Fuck you.
Well, at least
At
you
least
did
it was
on the crit.
Yeah, at least it was the crit.
Okay,
Yep.
another 20. Okay,
Yeah. And then
Just chunk it.
Ballista?
sure.
If you're still gonna let me do that.
Yeah,
This should roll the right thing. It
okay.
wow, that is a collection of
+2, -1, +3, +2. I mean, it adds to +6.
cool, that's all that matters. all of
13. Okay.
Henry just furiously like reloading things and firing.
Oh. Her turn again. She's gonna. Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, she's gonna attack the ship again. I'm gonna cheer it because why the fuck not?
You have them. Use them.
27 is gonna hit you, and she does 24 bludgeoning damage, which also exceeds your mishap threshold.
Don't like it.
Don't like it.
8. Roll, so 4. Your ballistae are currently disabled.
Wow.
All of them?
So she, for the point of this, because you're only doing 1 per thing rather than 2, yes.
Okay.
Because otherwise it makes no sense having to say weapon. So basically she lashes her tail over and she basically manages to like crash into one side, the tail flips over and whips the other side, and they're basically right now they're just kind of out of action. You can put them back into action if you do repairs on them equal to the damage threshold, which is 10. So if you can do 10 healing, not healing but repairs to a ballista, you can bring it back into action this fight. But right now, yeah, you have no ballista. You still have the grapple hook, you just don't have the ballista. Yeah, and take the 24 damage. Okay. That is her turn right now.
We've got an HP field right over here.
Huh? Yes, you do. But you don't have to like add it. I don't know. You can edit
I
that,
can
right?
edit it.
Mm-mm.
You can? Okay. Well,
cannot.
feel free.
Cannot.
Oh, you can't. I can, but it's
Give me a save.
text. So 250 minus 24 is
226.
226.
I'm awful
Okay.
at simple math without fucking writing.
5e, it's your turn.
Lightning.
Okay, so deck save.
Yep. I think there's just a cloud in space now.
Yeah.
Coming down.
She got a 7.
One.
I mean, we were already told there were pockets.
I
of-
rolled
10.
garbage damage.
Oh, baby.
Alright, so.
Oh.
God. Okay, anything else for you?
I feel like I should try to fix the ship.
Okay.
What do I need to do that?
Is that a ship action or a player action?
That's a good question, actually.
Hmm.
It probably would have been a player action.
Alright, well,
However, it can be a ship action because you see that the ship itself starts to try to heal itself.
Oh.
What?
Like chitin, like the floor liquefies and chitin tries to like start moving up the ballista and starts to like reform shapes. So you do need to help it, but it can be a ship action. I can't remember. So it's like if you have mending, that was like 1d8 plus whatever, or you can do a carpentry check.
Well, I don't have either of those, so...
Any other skills you can pitch to me to attempt to repair, tools-wise?
Not really.
Okay, then probably not.
Alright, well, that's my turn.
What about
Right.
Yoki?
What?
I was getting the ship to dodge or something like that. Like, could we?
I feel like
Could
it's
5e,
kind of
like-
hard with the grapple.
I mean, I'm making a case.
I'll allow it. You can like juke, like you could in
Sure.
War Machine.
I'll juke.
Okay.
Evasive maneuvers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which I
we can
assume
do that.
lasts
That's
until
fine.
our next ship turn.
Take evasive action.
Do a barrel roll.
Yes, it will do. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's now the Kandori again. So if she
Mhm.
attacks you this time, she would have disadvantage.
Mhm.
I have not been rolling to see if she has been getting her flashes back. So let me just roll. 46.
Lady always has adventures.
Let me see the fucking rolls. Okay, she doesn't have it back. It's fine. Yeah, she gonna tail again with disadvantage. 12 does not hit you. 17 AC. So back up the top to Callan.
I think I'm going to be more useful attempting to repair. So what with time being all nebulous, I will use mending.
Okay. Yes, you can roll. I think it's 1d8.
Was it 1d8 or was it 2d8?
Your spell-
I don't remember. Or was it only 2d8 because we had Whizpop helping?
I don't remember.
That sounds right, but
Potentially.
Yeah.
I would just say roll 1d8 plus your spell casting modifier.
Okay.
I really wish I had a crit to just fucking smash this thing in the head.
Yeah, I have that one sitting there. I'm like, this isn't worth it.
Oh.
Fair.
No. 12. That is more than you needed. You needed 10, so you successfully are able to get the ship eventually to heal its own blood state, so they are back in action for the next round of ship combat.
I'm not crazy, right? That's the first knowledge we have of our ship actually being like proper living.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've like seen before. I think it was when 5e was doing something like the floor was kind of like liquid, the ferrous stuff. Like it was
Right.
like moving up towards their finger, and it's talked to you. But I think that's the first time that you have witnessed anything like this.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna affectionately pat the ship while wielding lightning.
Good job, buddy.
Well, then, so that was my turn.
It
Was
was. So if you
mending,
want to
so-
fire, you can do.
I do want to fire.
Heal it and wheel it around.
Yep.
It's a good thing this thing's AC is awful.
Yeah. Okay. She is definitely slowing, like in her movements. There's like blood pouring off of her. She is thrashing kind of wildly at this point.
That does it for me.
Oh,
I'm done.
she's bloody.
Okay. Her turn.
Dark.
What is she gonna do? Let's see if she gets her flashback.
I want to kill it now.
We have to.
Okay, she is going to tail attack again.
For the hogs.
For the hogs. It's a good band name.
I got a nat 1. There's 11 to hit, so
Space
you're
hog is
fine.
an actual
Hideg, you're on top of the whale. She is thrashing wildly. Obviously, you're safe
Right.
kind of on the gravity plane.
Reckless smash. Do I want to? No,
Okay.
I'm not gonna rage. I don't think.
band.
I think I only have one left. Yeah, we're gonna hold on to that. Reckless. That's AC, right? We established that.
11.
Yeah,
11.
you hit. That hits.
All right.
How would you like to do this?
Yeah.
Hang on. I don't know, I find purchase, and as I like take the fucking war pick out, it just rips a giant massive chunk of flesh off of it.
Or an artery.
Yeah, you clearly do hit something essential internally, and she just bleeds out, and just the body just very slowly kind of just limps to one side.
Is it spraying at an angle so she's kind of like spiraling?
No, because it's probably still it's still inside. Oh, it's weird.
Does the second that it leaves the air envelope, does it start to bubble up?
Oh,
And just like...
it's
it's a
for
spray
sure,
and then bubbles.
Yeah, and it just globules and then floats off into space.
God, I just wish I was an animator sometimes when we have these fights where I'm like, this is...
Yeah.
Especially after watching all the Vox
Yep.
stuff. Like, I wish we could animate certain parts of our thing.
Use our goddamn words.
Plus dead.
Yeah, I should not have wasted the first round. That was my big, dumb, stupid fault. Forgot she was supposed to get every round. So you really like bloodied her in the first round. I was like, oh fuck.
That's definitely a good way to fix the action economy problem in D&D.
Yeah.
Just give us 2 turns per turn, but then give the boss 1 turn for every 2 of our turns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also like having a ship action and a player action. Because, like,
Yeah.
Need more ship
Okay.
actions?
Yeah.
So we have finished this combat. You now have a dead and grappled space whale at your disposal.
Well, now that the ship is truly alive. Maybe we can-
Almost the second like the blood was out and she dies, you see that like some of those predatory animals begin sort of like just circling, maybe like 100, 200 feet away from your ship. You can see they're like eyeing this fresh kill from a distance.
Can I...
And anytime they get within 100 feet, I zap them.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I have how much range on my rifle to start?
I have so much lightning.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. I suppose I should do some saves. Let's do some saves. Dex.
I get 100, and I only used 2.
Do some general.
Actually, what is the actual range on it?
Okay. I just rolled like 4 checks. They seem incredibly dexterous and are eyeing you up when you're doing it. So the first one that happens, they're aware and they immediately begin like taking evasive action. You do strike one, and it kind of just like the same as the whale, it kind of just limply like leans and just starts like floating without any real momentum just through space. So you actually do kill one, but the others seem very wary of what you're doing and keep just outside of the range of the spell.
That's when I shoot them.
He's got way longer.
400 feet of
So for the time being, you are keeping these creatures.
Yes,
at
I figured.
Yeah.
I figured that.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
what we
that's
do.
fine.
You did good with the thing.
Though I do have probably the best survival.
I have the best nature.
Well, that's
What did I set this at? I have a thing. What did I do? Quests. Originally, this mission was going to be called Call Me Alchemy. So Call Me Ishmael, because you were going to be doing this for an alchemist skill, but then I tied it into
Got it.
actually being part of the core quest. So I called this Call Me Alchemy.
Cute.
Take luck for your literary references, Tim.
Thanks, babes. The other ones were extraterrestrial bodies, and then the Blooming Grave, and then the other one's called Tree of Life because I couldn't think of anything fun for that one. But extraterrestrial bodies made me happy. Okay, so for taking out Kindoja, it is going to be a medicine check. Whoever wishes to do that, and there is a scale of success and failure. Again, you need the 10 units as before.
Plus
I do have a take 20.
Oh.
And if and when you want to start harvesting meat, for some reason I have put sleight of hand.
That's odd.
I think because of the filleting of this, so that you don't spoil the meat, essentially. So you're not like causing it, because it has to be edible. So to get the edible parts, and it needs a dexterous element to it too sufficiently, and it doesn't necessarily need like the medical side of it, because these are large slabs of meat. It's just that you need to get in the right way with a slick knife.
Whoever is doing this, as long as it's not me, I am going to inspire and guide.
So I graciously have a take 20.
Right. Wait a minute. No.
What?
Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. My bad.
What?
Medicine to correctly find the point of extraction. Sleight of hand to extract.
Ew.
Is what I have. The meat is a whole different thing. Bloodborne meat harvesting is a different thing. But it's medicine to correctly find the point of extraction. How well you do on that determines how hard the sleight of hand check will be to extract.
Got it.
Yeah, so 2 checks. Because this is a finessing thing, you're basically tapping into somebody's spine. So,
Helen, what's your sleight of hand?
My sleight of hand is 3.
Which
I can locate. I'm not good with knife.
I have +4 sleight of hand and I have a take 20.
Okay, so you do knife. I'll tell you where to go.
Okay.
I guess we like make our way down,
Presumably.
Yeah, just
Like-
zip line.
yeah.
shooting lightning and,
Mhm.
and
Zip line.
bullets occasionally.
Zip line. There's a zip line right there. Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like throwing lightning.
Chauncey can
Yeah.
go bark at him or something.
Chauncey cat or dog.
All right.
Yes.
So I guess I'm rolling medicine to find where to brain.
Yep.
Inspiration, and if guidance is allowable, then guidance.
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
fine. Yeah.
So a D8 and a D4.
Beautiful.
Oof.
Oh no!
Well, it's a good thing I have a take 20.
Oh, unfortunate for you. Okay, if failed by more
What
than 5.
the actual fuck?
And
Do you not have anything?
I have nothing. I have no
Okay.
Oh
resources.
no!
So you basically incorrectly, although not necessarily known to you, just get the angle wrong. So whenever this is going to happen, the tools are basically going to be scraping through bone, like against bone, damaging the tools, like cutting an artery. So what you get is basically not going to be if you had just gone in and got it right, you could have just extracted like 10 units would have equaled 10 units, and now it might mean that 20 units is actually going to equal 10 units because it's not pure.
Great.
When whoever goes in now is basically going to be going in wrong, so it's going to taint the product you're pulling out. It's going to make it harder, and it's going to make it worth less how much you pull out.
well then.
I know how bones work. I don't know how. No, hang on.
You don't know how bones work.
Yeah, no. It has no exoskeleton. You can go in at any angle.
I don't know if that's true.
It's all soft.
Well, all right. If you insist.
Clank.
Yeah. I'm gonna take 20 on the sleight of hand, so it's a 24.
Okay.
Add your D8 and D4.
Oh, plus a D8.
And a D4.
24 plus 8 plus 1d4. I'll roll ones on them, I'm sure. Yeah, pretty much. Wow. You
yeah.
rolled one. I
What
told
the
you.
fuck?
I fucking told you. I know how I roll,
Oh, baby.
and it's roughly the same as how you roll, apparently.
Okay.
Dear
Roll
God.
a d4 for me.
Pass. Steph, you roll a d4. Foundry?
I don't know what I've done here. I wrote a bunch of shit and it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Random number generator that Foundry uses.
Oh, okay, there are 20.
Structure.
Oh, okay. Okay. I need to roll that too. I wrote these rules so long ago. I just completely
Roll better.
I rolled bad, which is good for you. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
as you kind of slide in with whatever implement you're using, I don't know, what are you using for this?
I would assume the laser short sword,
Okay.
or I could
Okay.
use the Flissa if that would be better and not damage any extra, like...
We can use the laser short sword like a scalpel, and, like cut it
right.
open.
Yeah.
Sure.
Laser
Okay.
scalpel.
In terms of like collecting, how like just like if you got a tool, like what are you using to collect?
The fluid.
Because it's a fluid, yeah. It's not like an open bucket where you can just dip it. Because you know what I mean, you're gonna have to extract somehow.
Presumably my teapot, and I will then carefully pour it into a water skin.
Wait,
How is it getting into the teapot?
A spoon. I don't know.
This is what I'm saying. It's like you're going into like a pouch inside something's like brain cavity.
Right.
It's not like you're just like cutting open a great big like. It's like you can just get a spoon and just dip into a bowl of.
You could forcibly suck it into a water skin by just pulling on the water.
Blathering it.
Yeah.
Okay, sure,
Yeah.
fine, okie dokie, it's fine. Just
I
interested
wasn't
to
sure
know
if it
how
was
you
large
can-
enough that we were literally opening it.
Yeah,
it up,
no. It's this is still neurosurgery
Got it.
in that sense. It's not like you can just walk into a cavity and there's a bowl of
Alright.
golden delicious whale soup.
Tim, are you
Okay.
okay?
Nope.
Bad name. Bad name.
okay.
Golden delicious whale soup.
So you collect.
One bag of delicious whale soup. Golden whale soup.
you collect 1 unit's worth.
Oh, fuck.
Plus,
Okay.
so actually you get 2 units worth, but 1 unit is also spoiled. And there is a limited amount to this creature. This is why, like, you could fuck this up enough you can have to go and hunt another whale. If
Got it.
it's spoiled badly enough, you may not be able to get enough from this one whale.
Got it.
So 2 is gone.
Don't worry about it. We have a system now. We can just kill another one.
Well,
It's
they're hard to find. I don't want to kill wantonly.
Population control.
Yes, but wanton killing.
We have to kill to save the dragon. That's how this works.
I don't think I've done any of this right, and I feel bad making you take 20 and fucking this up. I think I've written my notes really dumbly. So I'm actually going to say you have 11 units.
Brr.
Because I've got on a success to extract 10 pints.
Okay.
And then success modifier is an extra D1, D4, and that makes more sense. I just don't know why I did it this way. So you have 11 pints.
Pints? Okay.
Yeah.
Pints.
So we're gonna need 3 water skins for that.
That's fine.
I've got one.
Sure.
Should replenish.
I've got
For some
one.
reason.
But 1 pint is spoiled, and you have withdrawn 11 pints. So you actually have enough right now.
So we have 11 pints.
Yeah, it's just if you want to withdraw more or not.
I would certainly like to try. If everyone else is cutting open, are we assuming that we have time to cut open the take meat?
So
Yeah, I'm
this is kind of
taking
this is the
meat
question is while you're doing so meat. This is a gargantuan creature. It is
Yeah.
going to take hours
Right.
to harvest a sufficient amount of flesh.
Right.
If that's what you wish to do.
I would like to.
How many hours do we even have left before we need to get back to the dragon?
You have I think 8 days before Game of the Dragon.
But the race is in 5
The
days.
race is in 5 days.
Right.
So yeah, it's currently the 15th. The race is on the 20th, but like we can nebulously say that it's like in the evening. You don't need to worry about like if you leave today,
Right.
you'll be fine to get to the race. You can make up lost
So
time. And stuff.
ostensibly, we have the rest of today to harvest.
Yes.
All right, I'm cutting up meat.
Barring no delays.
Hi, baby.
Yeah.
Hi, baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone cool with staying?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You look suspicious. Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
I just like if we're gonna try for more of the Kendoja, then you will get my last Bardic and guidance for that.
It's more valuable than the meat, right? Like
Yeah.
way rarer, I would presume.
Everything.
Yeah. It is rarer, yeah, because it's harder to extract.
Yeah, I can try. We have been rolling like shit, but I'll try.
That was a good burp.
Try to get more.
But yeah, you can take my last Bardic and I'll
I wrote
guide you.
really dumb rules for this that make no sense.
So it's sleight of hand plus a D4, D8,
And a D4.
and a D4. What's the D4 for?
Guidance.
Guidance.
Which I can do from the safety of the deck of the ship because I can do it at 60 feet.
That's not great, but it could be worse.
God, we are rolling absolute fucking
Yeah.
dog shit.
Yeah.
This dog got
Yeah,
stinky
that is.
boobs.
Given the failure on the medicine check, that is not sufficient. When you go to pull out this time, it's clouded with blood, and it's just not a usable amount of
Not a vibe.
Kendoja.
Not a vibe. Well,
I'm on meat. I'm doing meat.
Henry will just look dejected for a little while at his not using all parts of the animal very well.
I'm just gonna puzzle over what I'm assuming is now like exposed skull and just like tap it.
Yeah.
Internal skeletons.
Why is the shell on the inside?
Well,
We all have,
Right.
except for you. We
it,
all have.
it has protected, to be fair, the important parts of this creature, for the most part.
It died.
Yes, people die all the time.
Why is the shell on the inside? It would be much more effective to protect the flesh as well.
Yes, but once a shell cracks, a shell is cracked. It's not
But this didn't even try to have a shell.
right. But it's ablative flesh. It doesn't mean as much. Do you see how much blubber Hideg is cutting off?
I'm very upset.
Pipe down, I'm concentrating.
As am I. Are you like covered in viscera at
Yeah, and I'm
this
just.
point? Alright.
Callan's just up on the ship overseeing.
Do I have to make any
Yep.
check to like rip the meat off, or if I take my time, it's good?
Yeah, that was kind of where I was gonna. I wrote in half a sentence for blubber meat harvesting rules, and then gave up. And I think I was reading. I think there is a whale hunting section somewhere in one of the maybe in Ghost of Saltmarsh, and there's a whole thing like it just takes time essentially.
Okay.
But apparently, for a gargantuan creature, it should take 8 hours.
Oh god.
They're probably not going to make you wait quite that long, so we're going to say maybe 4 hours.
Well, that's,
in
that's
that type-
man hours, right?
Sure. Yeah, so this creature is covered in like vegetation. It's thick and hard to get through to the flesh underneath. There are occasional like crusty barnacles, like occasionally like dotted in the vegetation. But yeah, otherwise you can begin kind of like hacking slabs off of this creature, and you can kind of just like you'll have to somehow get them winched over to your ship and like lay them like over the wings of your ship.
Tim, I have a question.
Yeah.
Would how long? Well, I guess I have a question and then possibly a follow-up question. How long
Mhm.
did it take us to harvest the Kendoja?
It
Even
probably
a second.
takes you about half an hour in total.
God, you looked at the dock and you sneezed.
It's not her. Would it be possible to try to salvage or at least figure out how the whales use their blinky sun eyeballs? Or try to harvest a blinky sun eyeball?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I say let's use a medicine check to try and.
Take a D4.
Thanks.
Bards.
I'll have to add a D4 to this. Oh my fucking god. That didn't fucking matter.
Oh.
So you at least can expect. You can see they are kind of like a pale pearly white, and they do like even without the flashes, there's still a slight like glow, and this is honestly dimming now as this creature's dying. But these are large eyes, and they're kind of difficult to like. Even like if you're like passing a hand, and it's difficult to understand the physiology, like why it does what it does. But they're they're quite pretty to look at. These kind of pearly, milky. Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Sam
Oh my
is gone. Should I BRB quick?
Yeah, probably.
All right,
it's all right.
give us a
Okay.
few.